Imagine a Tuesday afternoon. The boss walks over, and a highly coveted advantage, a massive new client account, or perhaps a prime flexible schedule, lands right on your desk. Your immediate reaction is pride. You think about the late nights, the extra effort, and the strong working relationship you've built. You see this advantage as the natural result of your own merit. Now, shift your chair 3 feet away. You are looking through the cubicle glass, watching the boss hand that exact same folder to your colleague. The warmth vanishes instantly. Watching them chat and exchange the file, you feel a sudden, bitter certainty that you are witnessing an act of shameless favoritism. Why does the exact same behavior, performed by the exact same manager, get labeled as merit when it happens to you, and nepotism when it happens to the person sitting next to you? The words spoken were identical. The gesture of handing over the file was identical. The professional advantage gained was identical. We are unreliable narrators of our own reality. When we are directly involved in a transaction, our ability to objectively judge fairness evaporates. To understand why this happens, we have to pull back from the physical office space and look at the architecture of human psychology. It is tempting to label this double standard as deliberate hypocrisy or assume people are just being malicious, but that is incorrect. We are looking at a deeply ingrained biological feature of the human brain. We are quite literally wired to perceive the world this way. The brain is programmed with an automatic defense mechanism. When an action benefits us, our cognitive wiring instantly supplies a justification, ensuring our internal self-esteem remains intact. Conversely, when someone else gets that same benefit, the brain switches tactics. It criticizes the transaction to protect our own perceived standing in the social hierarchy. This sense of righteous indignation over fairness is an ancient biological reflex designed to protect our social status. There is a specific mechanism responsible for this illusion: the framing effect. This is a cognitive bias where our brain changes its interpretation of an event based entirely on how the surrounding context is cropped or framed. When receiving a reward, our brain draws a tight frame around our experience, pulling in our unseen history of effort to make it appear earned. But for a colleague, a wide frame applies, and their timeline of effort completely vanishes. By completely omitting the colleague's past effort from our mental frame, the event looks entirely transactional and unearned. Merit and favoritism are simply different crops of the exact same picture. Let's zoom out and look at how this bias operates across an entire system. Within this vast network of cubicles and pathways, thousands of identical favors are being traded simultaneously every single day. And here is the paradox. Every single person in this system is convinced that their own advantages are hard-earned merit and that everyone else is cheating. Mathematically, this is impossible. You cannot have a room full of biased actors where every single individual is somehow the sole objective observer. We are all participating in an invisible game. It is a game where the rules of fairness shift depending entirely on who currently holds the advantage. True professional mastery does not come from refusing to play this game. It certainly doesn't come from complaining about the rules. The only way to win is to become conscious of the board. You have to catch your own perceptual framing in real time, right before it skews your judgment. Recognizing this illusion allows you to navigate professional relationships by identifying your own internal framing before it leads to resentment.